Hello students, in this lecture we will discuss the recurrence relation, additive property and some problems on Poisson distribution. So first we discuss the recurrence relation for successive probabilities of Poisson distribution. Friends, recurrence relation for successive probabilities means if we get this relation, then we find the successive probabilities. For example, suppose we have to find the probability of x equal to 0. Using this probability of x equal to 0, we find the probability of x equal to 1. Then using this probability of x equal to 1, we find the probability of x equal to 2. In this way, we have to find the successive probabilities of any distribution using this relation. Okay. Now we will see how can find this recurrence relation. We know that the probability mass function of Poisson distribution is e raised to minus lambda raised to x upon x factorial. And for finding the recurrence relation, we take the ratio of probability of x plus 1 and probability of x. How can find the probability of x plus 1? So here we can put, instead of x plus 1, we get the probability of x plus 1, and divided by probability of x means this as it is. So we can write this e raised to minus lambda raised to x plus 1 here, divided by, instead of x here, x plus 1 factorial, and probability of x is as it is we have to return. We rewritten this in this way, this e raised to minus lambda raised to x plus 1 up divided by x plus 1 factorial, and this divided by we have to write is in terms of into, so this x factorial goes to upper side, so x factorial divided by e raised to minus lambda into lambda raised to x. Okay, now we have to simplify this. We will see here this e raised to minus lambda and e raised to minus lambda is cancelling. Okay, now here they simplify as a lambda raised to x plus 1 means lambda raised to x into lambda, and other terms this x factorial as it is, and here we expand this x plus 1 factorial. How can I expand this? X plus 1 into x factorial using the formula n factorial is equal to n into n minus 1 factorial. Similarly here x plus 1 factorial means x plus 1 into x plus 1 minus 1 means x factorial. Okay. Now we see here this x factorial and x factorial cancel. This lambda raised to x and lambda raised to x also cancel. So this lambda raised to x cancel, and this x factorial are also cancel. What is the remaining term? Lambda divided by x plus 1. We get probability of x plus 1 divided by probability of x is equal to lambda divided by x plus 1. So this can be written as probability of x plus 1 is equal to lambda divided by x plus 1 into p of x. This p of x goes to here. Okay, this is the recurrence relation for successive probabilities of the Poisson distribution. Okay, now we see here, if we have to put x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc., we get in this way. If we have to put x equal to 0, then it is p of 1. P of 1 is equal to lambda divided by x is equal to 0, means here only 1, and we put here x equal to 0 means p0. So we calculate the p1, only multiply lambda by p0, and we get a p1. Similarly, we want to find the product of x equal to 2, lambda divided by 2 into p1. p3, lambda divided by 3 into p2. Means using the p0, we calculate p1. Using the p1, we calculate the p2. Using the p2, we calculate the p3. In this way, we calculate the probability, successive probability. Successive means the continuous 0, 1, 2, etc. In this way, we calculate the successive probabilities of Poisson distribution using this relation is called as the recurrence relation. Okay. Now we can see the additive property of Poisson distribution. We know that additive property means if there are two or more variables follow the same distribution, then their sum is also follows the same distribution, then we can say that the distribution follows the additive property. This property follows the Poisson distribution. So statement is that if x1, x2, x xn are n independent Poisson variables, in additive property the variables are independent is very important, with parameters lambda 1, lambda 2, lambda n respectively, means the x1 follows the Poisson with parameter lambda 1, x2 follows the Poisson with parameter lambda 2, etc. Then summation of xi, sum of all these variables, is also a Poisson variable with a parameter summation of lambda I. Means the x1, x2, xn follows the Poisson, their sum is also follows the Poisson. Then this is called as the additive property. We will see the proof of this result using the PGF of Poisson distribution. We know that the PGF of Poisson distribution is e raised to minus lambda into 1 minus s. Then how can I write the PGF of x1, x2, xn? This is the PGF of xi with the parameter lambda I have written in this way. Product of xi is nothing but e raised to minus lambda I, because of parameter of x1 is the lambda 1, parameter of x2 is the lambda 2, etc. Therefore, in general, we write e raised to minus lambda into 1 minus s for I is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay. Now note that summation of xi, I is equal to 1 to n. Suppose here we have taken I is equal to 1 to n. There are the x1, x2, xn variables. So there is one important property of PGF is that PGF of sum of variables is nothing but product of their individual PGFs if x1, x2, xn are independent. So I have written here this property. Okay. Now we put here the PGF of x1, PGF of x2, it's up to PGF of xn. Then we get this. From this equation 1, I have written here the all PGFs. The PGF of x1 means e raised to minus lambda 1 here. This is written in general lambda. We put I is equal to 1, then we get the PGF of x1. So e raised to minus lambda 1, 1 minus s, this is the PGF of x1, into PGF of x2 means I is equal to 2, so e raised to minus lambda 2 into 1 minus s, and in this way the last PGF of xn is nothing but e raised to minus lambda into 1 minus s. Okay. Now we see here the base of all these terms are the same, so we collect the index together, we get this e raised to minus lambda 1, 1 minus s minus lambda 2, 1 minus s, etc. Here we take the minus sign common, and 1 minus s is also taken the common. So this is the expression e raised to minus, I have taken the minus out of this lambda 1 plus lambda 2 lambda n, and also 1 minus s is taken the common for all. This is also written as e raised to minus summation of lambda I into 1 minus s, means the minus sign outside this summation. Here we can get lambda 1 plus lambda 2 in this lambda n. Okay. Now we see that this PGF and the PGF of equation given in equation 1. So both are the same. Only we see here it is 1 minus s, here also 1 minus s. Here E. Minus sign again same. Only what is the change? Instead of lambda I, here summation of lambda I. So this is the PGF of Poisson distribution. Then so this also the PGF of Poisson distribution, which is the PGF of Poisson distribution with the parameter summation of lambda I. Then by uniqueness property of PGF, we can say that summation of xi is a Poisson variate with a parameter summation of lambda I. Okay. This is the additive property of the Poisson distribution. So I have written here one remark is that when you take the particular case, if there are only two variables x and y and both are the independent with the parameter lambda 1 and lambda 2 respectively, then x plus y is a Poisson with the parameter lambda 1 plus lambda 2. Okay, this is a particular case of this general statement of the additive property. Here one important thing is that these all variables must be independent. Because of if these variables are independent, then we can use this property of the PGF. So any additive property, variables must be independent. Okay, this is the additive property of the Poisson distribution. Here one important thing is that what about x minus y is a Poisson? Here x plus y is a Poisson distribution, then x minus y is a Poisson distribution or not? You can think on this and say me what about the distribution of x minus y. It may be Poisson or not. Okay. Now we move to the problems on the Poisson distribution. First problem is if x be a Poisson variable with a parameter lambda such that product of x equal to 2 is equal to 9 into product of x equal to 4 plus 19 into product of x equal to 6. Then find the mean and variance of x. So here given x follows the Poisson distribution. So we know that the PMF of Poisson distribution is e raised to minus lambda raised to x upon x factorial and x is equal to 0, 1, 2, etc. Okay, also given that this relation product of x equal to 2 is equal to 9 into product of x equal to 4 plus 90 into product of x equal to c. So we can put the values of x equal to 2, 4 and 6 here in the probability mass function. You can see this. If we have to put here x equal to 2, then e raised to minus lambda raised to 2 upon 2 factorial. If you have to put here x equal to 4, then this e raised to minus lambda raised to 4 upon 4 factorial, and here e raised to minus lambda raised to x upon 6 factorial. You can think in this way, e raised to minus lambda taken common and this e raised to minus lambda are cancelled. So what is the remaining? Lambda square by 2 factorial means 2. 9 into lambda raised to 4 divided by 4 factorial. 4 factorial means 4 into 3 into 2 plus 90 into lambda raised to 6 divided by 6 factorial means 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So here this lambda square are taken in this side. So lambda raised to 4 divided by lambda square, the lambda square only remaining, and lambda raised to 6 divided by lambda square, so lambda raised to 4 are remaining. So we cancel this lambda square, then the remaining terms are here 3, 9 divided by 3 is the 3 and 4 into 2 is the 8, so 3 by 8, and here you can see that 6 into 5 30, 30 into 3 90, so 90 cancel, and only 4 into 2 means 8 are the remaining. Only this simplification are there. Now we have to multiply by 8 in both sides, then we can get, you have to multiply 8 by 2 means 4, 8 cancel, 3 lambda square plus lambda raised to 4. This can be written as lambda raised to 4 plus 3 lambda square minus 4 is equal to 0, and if you have to factorizing this expression as a lambda square minus 1 into lambda square plus 4, this is the easy task for you, and solving this we can get lambda square is equal to 1 or lambda square is equal to minus 4. Means here we get the lambda is equal to 1, lambda square is equal to 1 means lambda is equal to 1 or lambda is equal to minus 1, and lambda square is equal to minus 4, so this is the imaginary part. So we know that the lambda is greater than 0. Lambda is greater than 0, so negative value of the lambda is not possible, also imaginary number is also not possible, so only one value is admissible, and therefore the value of lambda is 1. And when lambda is equal to 1, then what is the mean and variance? Because of in Poisson distribution, mean and variance of the Poisson distribution is a lambda, means its parameter. So the easy answer is so mean and variance of x is 1. This is the one problem on the Poisson distribution. Again we can see the second problem. if x and y be a two independent Poisson variables with a parameter 3 and 5 respectively, then find the product of x plus y is equal to 0, product of x plus y by 2 is greater than 0, and expectation of x plus y. We call the x plus y as a z. What is the distribution of z? Poisson distribution with the parameter lambda 1 plus lambda 2 means 3 plus 5, that is the 8. By additive property, just we have seen the additive property, x plus y follows the same distribution with the parameter lambda 1 plus lambda 2. Here lambda 1 is 3, lambda 2 is 5. So z follows the Poisson distribution with the parameter 8. Okay. Then we write the product mass function of z means e raised to minus lambda. Lambda means here 8. Lambda raised to z. Lambda means 8 here, and z is equal to 0, 1, 2, etc. Now we find these properties. So first property is product of x plus y is equal to 0, means x plus y is nothing but z, product of z is equal to 0. So we put here z is equal to 0, e raised to minus 8, 8 raised to 0 divided by 0 factorial means e raised to minus 8. This is the answer of the first term. Now second product of x plus y by 2 is greater than 2 means again x plus y is the z. Z by 2 is greater than 1. We this 2 goes to here, so z is greater than 2 means 2 into 1 is the 2. So product of z is greater than 2. We know that the product of z is greater than 2 means 1 minus product of z is less than or equal to 2 means so total product is 1. So product of z is greater than 1 means 1 minus product of z is less than or equal to 2, and this is nothing but 1 minus z is less than or equal to 2 means 0, 1 and 2. 2 is included here, less than or equal to, therefore we find the P0 plus P1 plus P2 and subtract from 1, then we get the answer. So calculations are here. I have to put here 0, 1 and 2, and e raised to minus 8 taken common. Here 8 raised to 0 upon 0 factorial means 1, 8 raised to 1 means 8 only, 8 square means 64 divided by 2, so 32, and adding this and doing the calculation, the answer is this 1 minus 41 into e raised to minus 8. We have to calculate this using the calculator or have to write as it is, no problem. Now the third is the expectation of x plus y. Expectation of y is nothing but z. So expectation of z means the lambda, and what is the parameter of z? 8. So mean of z is 8, or we calculate in this way also. For expectation of x plus y is nothing but expectation of x plus expectation of y means 3 plus 5 is equal to 8. Anyway, we have to calculate the expected value of z, means expected value of x plus y. Okay, this is one another problem. Now see the next problem, number 3. On an average 36 customers enter in a bazaar per hour. On an average 36 persons enter in a bazaar per hour. Find the probability that in randomly selected 10 minutes no customer enter in a bazaar, and second, more than 2 customers enter in a bazaar. So here x is the number of customer entering in a bazaar in a period of 10 minutes, because of we find the probability that the randomly selected 10 minutes. So x is the number of customers entering in a bazaar in a period of 10 minutes, and therefore we take the x follows the Poisson distribution, because of this is the constant rate and we use the Poisson distribution. X follows Poisson with the parameter lambda, and lambda is the average rate of arrival in an interval of 10 minutes. Okay, here given the 36 customers entering the bazaar per hour. So for 1 hour means for 60 minutes there are the 36 customers. So for 10 minutes 360 divided by 60 means 6 customers, and so the rate is the, for 10 minutes rate is the 6, so lambda is equal to 6. Okay, so what is the product mass function? E raised to minus 6, 6 raised to x upon x factorial, because of lambda is a 6 for 10 minutes. And now we find the required properties. First one is the no customer enter in a bazaar means x is equal to 0. So product of x equal to 0 means we can put here x equal to 0. solving this, the answer is 0.00247, means very less probability no customer enter in a bazaar. Okay, in a 10 minutes. Okay, and now we can see the second, product x greater than 2, because of more than 2 customers enter in the bazaar in a 10 minutes, in a time interval of 10 minutes. So product x greater than 2 means P3 plus P4 etc. up to, we don't know the last value. So again we can use the same technique. It is the 1 minus remaining probabilities. What is the remaining probability? Greater than 2 means remaining probabilities are 0, 1 and 2. Here P3, P4 are. So 1 minus P0 minus P1 minus P2. Again we can put this 0, 1, 2 here, and we calculate this as this 6 raised to 0 upon 0 factorial means 1. 6 raised to 1 upon 1 factorial means 6. 6 square upon 2 factorial means 36 divided by 2 means 80, and if you have to calculate this, the answer is the 0.9380, means in a randomly selected 10 minutes more than 2 customers enter in the bazaar is 0.93. This is the another problem. We have seen so many problems on the Poisson distribution, particularly practical. In the theory only we have to illustrate the some concept through this illustration. Okay, thank you.